Hi, I'm Mark Manis, Director of Instruction at the Golf Center at the Highlands, and today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite shots in golf. It's called putting with loft. It's a form of chip shot. It's a shot I use from fairly close to the edge of the green, and it's a shot that I've become very fond of because, frankly, I chip in a lot using it. Most people get a little careful when they get to this area around the green. I'm 4, 5, 6 feet off the edge of the green, and it's not uncommon for me to see my students and other players putt from here. And frankly, it's a very safe play. But it's not a play you're going to make if you intend to make it. The reason is most of the time, the grain of the fringe, especially here in Texas, grows against us a lot. That ball coming out of here is going to tend to bounce and hop and skip. It's going to be hard to get the ball started on a precise line, as well as get the right distance on a consistent basis. Now the fact is, unlike some chip shots, you're probably not going to flub it. You're not going to leave it here in the fringe. But this is a different shot. The reason I use it is, it lets me use my putting motion, lets me use a variety of different clubs to fit what I'm trying to do with the shot, and consequently allows me the opportunity to make a very simple swing, not miss hit the shot very often, and hit a lot of balls really close to the hole. Here's how it works. First off, a traditional chip shot looks something like this. Taking your normal full swing grip, addressing the ball with towards your right toe, and your weight a little left, and your hands leaning forward, or just arms hanging down, which gives that shaft that lean look. And generally speaking, people are going to chip with a pitching wedge or a sand wedge, maybe an 8-iron on a longer chip. That's where this is different. I've used everything up to a 4-iron with this chip shot. If my ball's close to the edge of the green, maybe a ball mark in the way or a serious lip on the fringe, I'll chip it with a 4-iron, 5-iron, 6-iron, and very much like a putting stroke, just to get it over that little bit of obstacle, as it were. Here's how putting with loft is different. With putting with loft, I'm going to grip it like I grip my putter. Okay? I use an overlapping grip to putt with, but there is a difference. Where my full swing grip goes down through my fingers and is underneath the heel pad of my hand, when I use putting with loft, it's more like my putting grip, where the grip moves up more through the middle of my hand. The idea here is to get my wrists out of the shot. Speed control is what this shot is all about. I want to hit it the right distance on a consistent basis. And I've learned a lot of things about this shot. If I have a reasonably level green to pitch to and I know the speed of the green, I can tell you within a very close margin which club I can use and always land the ball in pretty much the same spot and know where it's going to go. So here's how I play the shot. I get this putting grip, and then I address the ball as if I'm putting. Notice that my stance is now a little bit wider maybe than for a normal chip. The ball is still going to be back in my stance like a chip shot, but now here's where we deviate from my putt. I'm going to lean the shaft forward until I feel the shaft, the butt end of the shaft right here, touching my lead forearm. Once it's up there, I kind of lock it in, and now it's just a putting motion to get the ball onto the green and running. I want to do that a couple of times for you. I want you to see it. So I've taken my normal putting stance. My weight's probably favoring my left foot a little more than I do with a putt, but I've got my normal putting grip. My eyes are now over the ball. This is a key point. When you chip a normal chip shot, you generally set up to it like so. And notice that my eyes are well inside the line of play. It's a little more difficult to aim with the club out here than it is with it right here underneath my eyes. So as I take my putting address position, and most golfers are this way, my eyes are pretty much over the line of the strike, or the line of the path of the club. So I'm going to have an easier time aiming. So I set up to it again, aim the club, ball's a little back in my stance, lean the shaft forward till it's on my left lead wrist, make a little swing and brush the ground. If I do this over and over again, what we would see is a pattern of golf balls going basically the same spot every time. It's not that hard to do. I think you can learn to make these short lengths of swings just to get the ball over the fringe, onto the green and running. And I always tell people chipping, you're looking at what we call a safe zone. I try to land the ball about 2 to 3 to 4 feet on the green, because that's an area where I know I'm not likely to go ahead and hit it easy and hit it in the fringe. Ball hits on the edge of the fringe, it either scoots really hard or stops really quick, neither one of which is very desirable. And it allows me to be very comfortable with the length of swing I need to make. This is not a shot I'm going to ask you to play from 15, 20 feet off the green. think it requires too much swing. There's no wrist involved in this shot. Unlike a basic chip shot where if I need it to go a little bit of a distance, I can be relaxed and let my wrist get involved just a little bit and put a little more heat on the ball. And I think there's a place for that shot, and I use it quite a bit. It's just not as effective when you put yourself 6 or 7 feet off the green. So again, this is how I want you to approach this. Putting stance for me looks like this. So basically my eyes are over the ball. I've taken my putting grip. I've got the ball a little back in my stance, my weight probably favoring my left leg a little bit. I lean the shaft forward, make a little swing, brush the ground, and watch the ball run out to the target. This is such an easy shot to play. I'm brushing the ground. Not a shot I'm going to use out of deep rough, but a shot I'm going to use off of fairway grass, closely mown areas around the green. I know if you practice this shot, you're going to find this is such an easy way to get the ball close to the hole, not to mention make some chip shots. That's the goal, get it in the hole faster. Practice putting with loft, see what you can do. I know this shot's going to make your scores better.